my loving kindness shines through beautifully when I'm not in pain. When I'm in pain, it tends to get shut down. The mind starts to get involved. And then I'm not being myself anymore, being some mind made version, some ego. Ali says that they are in pain and they judge it, and that's why they say what they do. Yeah, I certainly don't take anything anybody says personally, and there's not many derogatory comments. Just when you're in the position of a teacher, you're kind of in the crosshairs, and there's lots of opinions. But I do understand that people really are struggling and suffering, and I see it all around me. And that's what makes these projects so important to me is that I know that they don't have to be that way and they don't have to do that. And the most important thing to me is that everyone here has a really wonderful, happy life. This is not about some serious spiritual practice that takes your life over and I've got to be so spiritual. I try very much to not be spiritual. I just I just want to have fun. I just want to have a happy life. And when my mind is in a peaceful state, I'm happy. My world is a peaceful place. When my mind is a mess, my world is a mess. It's my mind, it's not the world. When I'm in pain, same thing. I'm in a painful world. And that's why I work so hard on the causes and conditions for a peaceful mind, the Zenless stuff, the exercise, the eating, the juicing, all of that stuff that I've been doing because I'm so settled inside that it's such a beautiful thing, such a beautiful way of being. Everywhere you go, you carry that energy with you, and it transforms the energy around you. People feel your calmness. People feel your stillness. They feel your peace, and they very naturally gravitate and sort of resonate. I know you love that word, Ali, with that. And you just carry that beauty wherever you go, and it's really quite wonderful way to exist in this world. So when we talk about the pain, the discomfort that the mind body is creating unconsciously, what I'm trying to share with you is how to consciously how to consciously intervene, not in any strong-fisted way or anything like that, to consciously realize what's happening and change it. So now what do I do? There have been times, many times, where I will actually out loud or in my mind, depending on where I am, I will give commands to my mind and body. And I will say, mind, body, I understand that we are creating these sensations habitually, but we don't need to do that right now or ever again. Please stop. And it sounds hokey, but try it. The minute that you start to realize that there is pain arising in you, bring your consciousness to it. Now, when you bring your consciousness to it, I don't want you to think about it. I just want you to observe it the same way you would observe a flower or anything. But don't think about it. Don't label it. Don't judge it. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Just notice what's there. Don't make a thing out of it. When you start calling it anxiety, depression, anger, this, that, maybe on some at some points in life maybe that's useful, I guess, to identify what you're feeling. But at this point, it's not necessary. When you call it anxiety, now you've made a thing out of it. anxiety. You've made mental stuff out of it. Oh my God, I have anxiety. I need this pill to fix my anxiety. But what is really going on? Remember how I always talk to you about critical thinking, about objectivity? It's a very important part of spirituality. And you will find that the less pain you're in and the more clear your mind is, the more intelligent you are. That you can look at things more intelligently and more clearly because you're not being blinded by all of these painful emotions. And so you're looking, and we're back to the simple, right? We're back to the simple. So here's what's happening. Okay, there's some pain coming up in me. And I don't mean sadness. I don't mean the sadness of loss. That is a catharsis. It is a healing process. When you're sad, be sad. Cry it out. You'll feel much better. It really helps you process that energy. However, when it comes to these uncomfortable sensations that arise in you, say they're coming up in me. I close my eyes and I bring my attention to it. Bring my attention to see what is there, what's there. And when you start looking with your attention at the discomfort, the uncomfortable sort of energetic, emotional sensations, whatever they start like wanting to hide from you. They start moving around. They don't like being in the spotlight of your consciousness. Something strange about it. And you look at it and you think, isn't this weird? But what can this sensation do to me? Why is this sensation even a problem? Well, it doesn't feel good. But other than that, so what? So what? There's nothing to be afraid of here. This can't do anything to me.